Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I don't know if I've done a reading for you before, maybe, but anyway, I'd like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Try to describe the picture the best that I can. They never waste a message. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind. You'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Go, I know what she's talking about. So this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. She should give me, she won't give me all the details, but she should give me enough to where you understand what she's referring to. So we're going to talk to Jessica. She says, all I want for you to do in my absence is to find love, peace. Can't understand the word she's trying to say. Starts with an S. Sounds like solitude, but it's not solitude. Like solace. She wants you to find peace in your heart. Peace in your heart for yourself. It's not about what I want, it's about what you need. I can help bring you peace if you're willing and ready to accept it. She says you're about that close to being willing and ready to accept it. I always, I always tell people they can help you, but it's like if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in here, you don't ask Uncle Joe for financial help. So what would she have been good helping you with here? What would be the love, the peace, just finding a calm? If you get in a spot where you feel like you need some of that type of energy, if that's what she was good at here, as far as the two of you, ask her to help. Literally ask her. You don't beg, don't demand, but just ask. And then you have to allow for whatever comes forward. You could just feel a sudden sense of peace. Or you could go to sleep and wake up with a sudden sense of peace and love for everything. She says something about, what about the little birdies outside? Do you feed the birds? Do you watch the birds? Or are you not even aware that they're there? Do you even hear them chirping and singing? Because we're so used to it, we just kind of shut it out instead of actually enjoying little things like that. She she says birdies again. So go outside and sit and listen to the birds. That may sound silly, but I mean, now that she says that, I can hear birds chirping outside my window. But before she said that, I didn't hear them. You just kind of take it for granted. Go hug a tree. Tell a tree you love it. When I go on my walks, I walk by the trees. Love you. Thank you for giving me oxygen. Yeah, I know. I'm crazy. That's nothing new. She says when she comes through that it's almost like this breeze of like lilacs, like a flowery, sweet, flowery smell. It's just kind of a breeze that goes by. So You can be in the store, in your car, in your house, outside, doesn't matter where it's at, unless you're in a flower shop. That doesn't count. And you just kind of get this whiff of sweet flowers. Know that that's her. Validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs if you want more signs. It's totally up to you. Okay, okay, she's talking about the jingling of earrings. Yeah, well, these don't really jingle. They do make a little bit of noise because the owl's little tail feathers there wiggle. Something about earrings jingling. So you should hear that, like if you're just sitting there kind of zoned out watching TV and all of a sudden you hear this little jingle that sounds, just imagine what that sound would be like. But you can hear it anywhere. Same thing, in the store, in your car, anywhere. Or you could be in the store and somebody walks by you and their earrings are jingling. Or you could even see it in a movie. Doesn't matter where it's at. Know that that's her giving you a sign and validate her and acknowledge her. Tell her you love her and ask her to bring you more. If that's what you want. She just has this overwhelming sense of peace. And she wants you to feel the same thing. And she said it's so hard to feel it when you're here because all these other life things are going on. And it's so hard for us to find that total sense of peace. Like she's got a huge sense of peace, like more than I felt off of somebody in a reading in quite a while. Just total sense of peace. I don't know what else to call it. Very serene, very calming. So ask her to help bring you some of that energy. She's showing herself very pretty. She's got this dress on and she's kind of turning around kind of slow, but the skirt is kind of blowing out below the knee, straight from the waist down, below the knee. It's a light color. It has some kind of pattern on it every so often, like maybe a flower, flower, flower. I can't tell for sure if it's flowers, but like, and it has kind of it's it's not a collar, but it's kind of a big, I don't even want to, I can't call it a sash, but it's not like a collar on a shirt. So I don't know if she just she feels pretty. She feels soft. She feels flowing. And she's just turning around and this dress is just so soft. Or maybe you have a dress like this. Or maybe you just looked at a dress like this that you wanted to buy. She says you are more beautiful than you can possibly know. She wants you to know that. Not that she said that. She wants you to know that inside and out. She wants you to know how beautiful you are. Not from somebody else telling you. That it's nice to hear, but that's not really knowing it. You have to have that feeling inside that you are beautiful. Walk by the mirror. Tell yourself you're beautiful when you walk by. Tell yourself, I love you when you walk by. Okay, I'm not sure what she's trying to show me, but it's like she's holding up one blade of grass. Just one blade of grass. And it's pretty tall. Is your grass too long, needs to be mowed? I don't think that's what she's saying. So watch for little pieces of grass. I always ask them to use something unique because everybody knows about cardinals and feathers and all that stuff. So watch for blade of grass to like maybe on your kitchen counter, maybe on the dash of your vehicle. One time I got in my vehicle and I set my drink down and there was a little bitty feather in it. Where the hell did that come from? I wasn't around any birds. So my car had been locked, windows up. So just watch for odd places that you see a blade of grass. And of course, it could be 3, 4, or 5, but just kind of like singles. And it doesn't count if you go by your yard and it's just been mowed. And somebody, and you blew grass out there. She says that you have a grandmother type figure up there that is kind of just, this is Jessica's time to talk, but the grandmother has kind of made an appearance. And sometimes they'll do that when they see an opening and they just want to say hi, even though they know it's not their time to talk. And I always say grandmother type because the little lady next door can feel more like your grandmother than your real blood grandmother that's clear across the country that you talk to once a year at Christmas. Somebody used to call her the little old lady. Trying to, she's just standing there waving. She just wants to say hi and I love you and always will. Her and Jessica have given each other a great big hug. So it's a very loving lady. She's not like real slim. Definitely not young when she passed. Anyway, she just wanted to pop through while she had the chance. She says you're doing wonderful. Jessica is agreeing with her. And I feel like this is a grandmother type figure for you. It could be Jessica's, but it feels like it's for you. Okay, I have no idea where you guys live, but she's singing the stars at night are big and bright, boom, 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 deep in the heart of Texas. You don't want me to sing it. It would scare you. So go Google that song, unless maybe you guys live in Texas, or maybe somebody did live in Texas at some point, or you're thinking about living in Texas. Not sure why she's singing it. She's telling you to go for it. Not sure that's associated with the song. There's something you need to go for. Stop dragging your feet, she says. Go for it. Go for it. So what if you fail? It could be a new job opportunity, a new move, a new something, and you're just dragging your feet and you need to go for it. Because even if that particular thing doesn't work out, there's things around that thing that people you need to meet, things you need to see, something you need to learn. There's something that in that situation that you need to do, and you're dragging your feet, she says. Well, here's a new one. She wants you to whistle, even if you just do it in your head. And she's doing some whistle while you work. What is it? Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. That the dwarfs are doing that song. It's an upbeat song, and she wants you to every so often just. I can't whistle either. I can't sing. I can't whistle. She wants you to, even if you do it in your head, she wants you to do that little tune every so often. And it kind of makes you go, da, 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 da. It kind of gives you an upbeat thing. She says it'll get to be a habit, a good habit. And you might even see something about Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, or that song, or hear somebody whistling as you're walking into a building or something. She says it'll be very uplifting for you. And with that, she's going to leave. And as she's kind of walking away, kind of bouncing, still with that pretty dress on, she's whistling that. I was waiting to see if she's going to do something else as she's leaving. Sometimes they do. No, she's just leaving. Okay, my dear. Thank you very much for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.